goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
And a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air. We're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in their sixth Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active. This move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. This is Hines, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Ryan. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Ryan. And he'll just get rid of it. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. With it is Jackson. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by the rookie out of Ole Miss, Matt Corral.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. In trouble, and he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both. Now you've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Corral. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Hines. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now Ryan on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's
a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's 2nd. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 15 and at Indianapolis first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Sack back at the 29. It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And with the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Corral on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. 3rd and long. Corral. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this returnable for Hines. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Houston set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A first down throw here for Corral. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And Corral trying to get things reset quickly. From the 30 on second down. Corral, that's complete to John Ross. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Here's Corral on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. Now again, it's Corral. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Third down, Corral. He dumps this off to Mack. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, it's Corral. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Corral from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackled by the corner, Stingley. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
We begin week 1 up in our nation's capital, or just outside it to be more accurate, Jacksonville in town to take on Washington.
And it's the Jaguars who are out in front.
James Robinson with a couple of touchdowns there.
From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Corral looking to pass, second down. He gets it to Cooks. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 40 now on second down. Corral, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Corral. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Going to do a bootleg. Here's Corral. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. What they talked about at halftime, whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3-yard here. This is Marlon Mack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
From the 31, Ryan. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Play action, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches, really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
First down. Here's Corral with it. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 36, Corral. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Corral lost it. The ball is out, and the Colts pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense set to regain possession. They'll start by running the option to the right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And Corral will throw it. That is taken in by Rodgers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. On 3rd down, Corral. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Corral with it. 1st down here. This to the outside for Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't they?
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Corral looking to throw. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Corral. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
First down catch from Michael Pittman Jr., and he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the 2nd round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
They go play action now. Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Here's Hines. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. They run again with Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Tyson Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Texans down by 7. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Corral to throw. That's complete to Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Corral. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Corral. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know, they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Colts, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.